Sup nerds, I'm Wes.
I'm Aaron.
Today we're taking a look at Get Reelz by Gray Fox Games.
In Get Reelz, you are a bunch of movie producers who are trying to come up with new movie ideas based on titles. So the studio will come out with a demand, and you have 90 seconds to take 5 of your cards and use as many of them as you want. There's 8 words on each one. You got to come up with a crazy name of a.
So this game does really boil down to kind of an apples-to-apples mechanic. You have the main card that tells you what you're doing, and then you're playing things from your hand to satisfy that, and kind of the table votes, and whoever has the funniest or the best wins, and they get the card, and you keep going till you collect a certain amount of the main cards, and so on.
We definitely had a lot of fun because it's something new in that genre of a lets you come up with the funniest thing, but now you have so many words to play with and make it a little more original, and you can come up with a reason why you came up with that name as well if you're trying to pitch it.
It's really quick to learn. Really there is no teaching time. It's just you sit down and say, this is how we play, let's go. You have to learn the free words a little bit. It helps if you know them. But if you're not strict on the timer, that's not a big deal anyway. I will say that I like that there's more creativity in this. I really hate, and we don't use that word a lot, I hate the games that's just, here's the topic, you pick the card that best fits, and you're restricted to that card and those. So you have 5 options in your hand, and that's all you get. This game does let you be more creative in that you get to pick something. You get to create out of all of these. Each card has 8 words on it. You have 5 cards. So you can use all of those options to create the best option to fit that and kind of fit your personality. But it's not as far as a game like Things where you have a whiteboard and you can write whatever you want, because I feel like with those games you get people who are either not creative and they just get really frustrated because they can't think of anything. You get the people who really aren't in the game and they're just writing ridiculous, the most X-rated thing they can think of just to try to be funny, but they're not really trying to win. This kind of bridges the gap between apples to apples and Things, in that you get to be creative, but you also aren't just go anywhere you want. You're confined a little bit, and that helps the game keep moving.
So when we played this, we actually had a mixture of novice gamers, people that would call themselves serious gamers, and people that don't really play games at all, and everyone was having fun. Anything that brings a group of people together and you're having fun and socializing, I consider that a good game.
Absolutely. I wouldn't play this game for an hour. When we played, I kind of jumped in for a few rounds and jumped out to other things. We were playing at International Tabletop Day, so we were all pretty busy. There was a lot going on. But I had fun with it. The non-gamers and the entry-level gamers had a blast with this one because, they were learning new games. They were learning how to play Champions of Midgard, and they were watching us play Seafall and playing Barker's Row. That this was almost like a relief for them. They're like, oh, I get this game, I know this, and they were able to relax and have fun, and we were still, as more serious gamers, able to just kind of relax and have fun with them.
So there actually is one minor thing wrong with this game. We actually noticed a couple cards in here have some minor typos where they use the wrong vowel, but it's just minor oversight to kind of get looked over, and you kind of just laugh it off.
I almost, the more I did and the more of those I saw, I almost started to wonder if they were trying to build the thematics of, we're producers on a time crunch and we're just scribbling ideas as fast as we can and not thinking about. And it was really this card that had playa on it. It's Playa. Obviously that's not how you spell player, but maybe that's just them scribbling their thoughts down really fast. So I'm going to choose to think that they were trying to really immerse you in the dense theme of Get Reelz and not just their editor looked over it.
Or he's just a player. Overall, I did enjoy playing this game. I think this could replace Apples to Apples for me because it's just a little more hectic. You got the timer going and you're coming up with things, and it's not just who comes up with the raunchiest thing. If I'm looking for something a little darker, a little more crude, then I'll go to Cards Against Humanity or Joking Hazard. Those are a more adult theme, so I don't need Apples to Apples. This is gonna be my light, fun game like that.
Absolutely. So when I look at this game, I try to look at it as a party game. I'm not going to hold this to the same standard that I'm going to hold games like Deception, Murder in Hong Kong, and those party games that are geared more towards gamers. I'm looking at this as a light introductory party game, and that's what Gray Fox Games is really trying to create here. And on that note, I think they did a really good job. I think that, I had fun playing it a little bit, and I saw the people playing it had a lot of fun. There was a lot of laughter. A lot of people were like looking in to see what this new game was. So if that's what you're looking for, I would definitely recommend you check out Get Reelz.
Hey, and if this sounds fun to you, check out the link in the description below.
And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe so you'll never be bored. Ooh, we're standing at a standing table now. We can just walk over here.